Hey guys, second day here. I'll run a map and then show you the changes. So, played 1 day, 1 hour, 33 minutes, 94, and died 3 times. So, I'll do the map first. Okay. So I guess while I'll do the map, I'll talk about the flasks. What's important, what's good, what you need to hit. Basically, you need to hit 3 suffixes on a non-unique flask. You need to hit anti-freeze, anti-shock for the Vinktars and for the ground effect, and anti-bleed. Now I put the anti-freeze on the on like getting frozen in certain monsters, so keep that in mind. Also, chill ground will be like not immunity with the mana pot. You need to actually like press it to be using it. So those are the bad things about the mana pot with anti-freeze. But if you hit those 3 things, you should be able to run 2 unique flasks. And I think Vinktars is mandatory, and so keep that in mind. Also, chill ground will be like not immunity with the mana pot. You need to actually like press it to be using it. So those are the bad things about the mana pot with anti-freeze. But if you hit those 3 things, you should be able to run 2 unique flasks. And I think Vinktars is mandatory, and Roomies is like mandatory. Vinktars is mandatory because the leech is just like undeniably good. You can't get that kind of leech anywhere else, and there's no way to like really solve reflect issues efficiently without Vinktars. So that's why you use Vinktars. Now, if you use Vinktars, the thing is you have to spec into like quite a bit of flask nodes in order to be able to use it constantly. And I don't have like Druidic rate, but I have like the Witch node and the Ranger nodes for Flask. So that for me is enough because I'm killing like decently quickly. But on bad layout maps, I may be forced to like spec into quite a bit more of the Flask nodes. But for now, it seems like it's okay. Doing a couple like bad maps too, and it seems fine. So that's why I use that, and use Loomies because 64 blocks really good because it's 39 from the Witch Flask effect nodes. So that's what you need to do with your flasks. You can use like an eternal mana flask. It doesn't really matter. Just get whatever works. Okay, so what did I do with the tree? Um, when I leveled up, I spec'd a lot into like attack speeds, and used like all jewels with attack speeds. But now I spec'd a lot more into damages, and I lowered my attack speed by quite a bit. So my Whirling Blade's attack speed is 221 in hideout, and it goes to like 276, I think, when fully buffed. My deeps is 32k spark, 7k vaal spark. This feels like enough for like most of the game though, so I might leave it at that. I'm using, let's see, Chill Corruption, and 1, 2, and 3 Sacrificial Harvest. So my other jewels are, some attack speed jewel, some attack speed damage jewel, and some damage jewel. And then I spec'd out of this left side to go into here and put a lot into ES. So my ES is like 11.5. And I may spec out of this later because it might be a little overkill with roomies. And if you want to be safe, just spec into ES here. But I might spec out and go back into attack speed. It's like very good to move quickly. So, I don't have this Druidic right here like I showed you. Like I was talking about before. This increases your flask upkeep by like so much because it's gained and duration. So my duration right now is like 20% from quality, 14 from belt, and then 12 from witch. So that'd be 46 effect increased duration, which of like 4 seconds base, so quite a bit. And the druidic rate will increase by another 20% of the 4 base, which is 0.8 seconds. So that's quite a bit of stuffs, durations that you could use. It's really nice if you can like find the points to spec into it, like drop ES or something, drop attack speed or drop a jewel, then go ahead and do it. You can also like spec into here and drop like this kind of padding if you don't like it. This is basically I'm paying 1, 2, 3, 4 points of travel and get like I get a 12% attack speed and 2% ES. So you can spec like 3 points here and then drop this attack speed and then maybe like, spec out of this and go into Jewel. But I may do that later. I also like took off Charisma and I put it into Influence, and I have a little bit of Unreserved, and the only reason I have that is because I'm in Enlighten 3 and in Enlighten 4. So if you don't have those, you may have to spec into Charisma. And that's about it. Oh, I also got a new ring. So that's like the rest of the changes I did. I got a new ring so I could cap LA weakness. I dropped the bandit resistance for a bandit point, passive point. So if you have good enough gear, you can do that too. So I think that concludes the changes I did. I'll play like a garbage map layout for you to see how annoying it is. Let's do like a precinct. Not so great. Not the best layout map to do this kind of Allspark. This build really only shines. I guess in this map I'll tell you what the real benefits of this build, the real bad things about the build is really just like this build is pretty much just for running a couple map layouts. The ones that are really good, like gorges, plateaus, like arid lakes. Oh, those are so good. Jungle Valley is really good too. Stuff like precincts, like you won't even feel like you're a Volspark character most of the time because you have to use regular spark so much. It doesn't feel right. So when you're doing bad layout maps, don't expect this build to perform like really well. It's going to be a little hard for me to level compared to like what I was doing for the last 2 days because good layout maps are like run out eventually, and I'll have to run like some harder maps or to get EXP or run bad layout maps. So it's not going to be that great. Volspark overall is like kind of like that. It's always been like that where you really have to struggle on like other layout maps that are not like linear or air lakes or stuff like that. So keep that in mind if you're playing. It's not like really the strongest build. It's just a very good build for very specific map layouts, and that's pretty much what you should expect with it. So yeah, I'm running something like Precinct. You can tell I'm like not even using Volspark a lot of the time. Mostly because I just can't. There's no way you're gonna upkeep the soul. Oh, the other thing I should mention is you gotta kind of be careful about your flask use. What I have right now is like Warlord's Mark on Curzon hit, so that helps with the reflect a bit, but you want to press your pots before you use your Volspark, and then make sure on reflect you always have Volspark up. I mean the Vinctar's up, so you don't die to reflect. So that's what you should do, and you should be okay in general with that. Oh. Normally I would just leave a map with like this kind of stuff. I think I left it right in the beginning though, so I'll go search for it a little bit. Actually no, I'm just gonna leave. I'll show you like a Jungle Valley, why it feels so different. Yeah, something like this Jungle Valley. This map is like super fast, so I'll do the Jungle Valley and then that'll be the video. This is like the map that's really fast, really nice. This is where Volspark shines. Overall, I wouldn't rate this character like super high because it's just not consistent enough throughout the whole play of the character's lifespan. Too many weaknesses. The defenses aren't bad with Roomies though. So I was running like these most of the day actually, like a lot of Jungle Valleys, Orchids, Drying Peninsulas. So many drops. Oh my god. I swear half the map I'm like picking up items. Oh, ran out. Yeah, if you like pick up items while your Volspark's running, you're gonna run out of the juice. But yeah. Did I even I didn't even complete it well, whatever. But that's pretty much like the best maps you could run on that, like springs and air lakes and stuff, so I'll see you guys in the next video. Keep you updated on this character. I'll probably like in the future spec into more attack speed and drop all this energy shield again. So see you guys then. If you have any questions, feel free to ask in the comments below. Peace out.